everyone. Firstly, I would like to thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for attending the Wichita Shakespeare Company's performance of A Midsummer Night's Dream. The Wichita Shakespeare Company is a 501c3 not-for-profit organization.
But if you would like to throw some of your easily earned money at us starving actors, you can go stuff it in Shakespeare's face.
What are you doing here? You're not the director.
Neither are you, though I do hear that there's a third person here tonight that thinks they're directing Zoe Burke.
Prepare yourselves for an evening of transformative anachronism.
By that, ladies and gentlemen, she means this is a play and there's no intermission.
Scene.
And now, gentlemen and ladies, this is WCT's Shakespeare in the Park production of A Midsummer Night's Dream.
No, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in a new moon. But oh, methinks how this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires like to a step-dame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights shall quickly dream away the time, and in the moon, like to silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall see the night of our solemnity.
Go, Philostrate, stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee. But I will wed thee in another key. Pomp, with triumph, and with revelry.
Happy be Theseus, a renowned duke.
Thanks, good Egeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation, come on, with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius, my good lord. This man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander, and my gracious duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child's heart. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and stolen the impression of her fantasy. With cunning hast thou filched my child's heart, and turned her obedience, which is due me, to stubborn harshness. And my gracious duke, if she will not here before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her. If not to this gentleman, then to her death.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is. But in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked, but with my eyes.
Rather your judgment much with his eyes look.
You entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, but I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Whether, if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun, to live a blessed sister all your life. Thrice blessed they who so master their blood to undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But earthlier happy is the rose distilled, than that which, withering upon the virgin thorn, grows, lives, and dies in single blessings.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord. Ere I will my virgin patent up into his lordship, whose unwishing yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, in everlasting bond of fellowship, on that day either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest, for I, austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy praise title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander! True, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him, and she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well to right as he, as well possessed. My fortunes every way is fairly ranked, if not with vantage, as Demetrius's. And what is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved, as beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, all about it to his head, made love to Nadar's daughter, Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof. But I'm being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come, Egeus. You shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up to death or to a vow of single life. Come, my Hippolyta, what cheer, my love? Demetrius and Egeus, go along. I must confer with you about some business concerning our nuptials, and confer with you about matters concerning yourselves.
With duty and desire, we follow you.
How, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses do fade there so fast?
Like for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
I mean, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. But either it was different in blood,
Cross too high to be enthralled to low.
or else misgrafted in respective years,
Well, spite too old to be engaged to young.
or else it stood upon the choice of friends,
Hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
or if there was simply in it, or death or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, brief as the lightning in the collie night that in his spleen unfolds over both heaven and earth, and here a man hath power to say, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick right things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our child patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
Good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law may not pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, there will I stay for thee.
Oh, good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, in that same place thou hast appointed me. Tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Oh, keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Who call you me fair? Oh, that fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, Christ I would give to be to you translated. Teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smile such skill.
Some curses, yet he gives me love.
That my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, 'tis no fault of mine.
None but your beauty, for that fault were mine.
He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Helen, to your minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decim liquid pearl the bleeding pass. A time that lovers' fights doth still conceal. Through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in that wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms with our counsels. There Lysander and myself shall meet. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow deep midnight.
Helen, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some, or others some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know it all, but he do know. Does he err stooping on Hermia's eyes? So I, admiring of his qualities. Things base and vile, holding no quantity. Love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind. And therefore is winged Cupid painted blind, nor have love's mind of any judgment taste, wings and no eyes, fear unheedy haste. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled as waggish boys in game themselves forswear. So boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed on oaths he was only mine, and when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. Oh, and for this intelligence, if I have thanks, that is a dear expense, but here and mean I to enrich my pain to have his sight thither and back again. Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Madam Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Marry, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now, call forth the actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready, name what photo I'm for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover who kills himself most gallant for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure.
Now, name the rest of the players.
Oh, Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Madam Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady Pyramus must love.
What? Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all one. You may play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
Oh, and I may hide my face, so let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Oh, Thisne. Oh, Pyramus dear, thy lover dear, and lady dear.
No, you must play Pyramus, and Flute you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Madam Quince.
Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker.
Oh, Pyramus.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug, the joiner. You, the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
I have here the lion's part, Prince, and I pray you, if it be so, give it me now, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar, that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar, that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
You should do it too terribly. You would frighten the Duke and all in his court, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us.
That would
Every
hang
mother's son.
every mother's son.
Masters, here are your parts. I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to come them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood, a mile without the town, by moonlight. There will we rehearse. For if we meet in the city, we will be dug with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of property such as our play must want. I pray you, fail not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains. Be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough! Pull the cut bowstrings!
Oh, bottom, wait up, man.
And no one shows up for auditions.
Hey.
How now, spirit? Whither wandered you?
Over hill, over dale, through brush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon sphere, and I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. Farewell, thou noble spirits, I'll be gone. The queen and our elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing felon wrath, because she as her attendant hath a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. But jealous Oberon would have the child, as knight of his train, to trace the forest wilds. But she with perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. So now they never meet in Grover Green, by a fountain clear, or a spangled starlight sheen. But they do swear that for fear their elves creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape or making quite, or else you're that shrewd and knavish sprite. Called Robin Goodfellow, are not you he? That frightens the maidens of his villagery. That hobgoblin call you and sweet puck, you do their work and they bring you good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speakest aright. I am the merry wanderer of the night. But room fairy, here comes Oberon.
And would that be my mistress? Would that they were gone?
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon. Very immense. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of corn sat all day, playing on pipes of love, and versing love to amorous Hippolyta. Why art thou here? Come from the furthest steppe of India, but that your mistress and your warrior love to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, planted my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland hides not the child of me. His mother was a votaress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air full often by night hath she gossiped by my side. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die, and for her sake I rear him up, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. But if you will patiently dance in our rounds and see our moonlit revels, go with us. If not, shun me and I'll spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away. You shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. Now, gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest that very time that I saw, but thou couldst not? Cupid all armed, a certain aim he took, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as to pierce 100,000 hearts, and marked I, where the bolt of Cupid fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and the maidens called it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, that herb I showed thee once. The liquor of it on sleeping eyelids laid can make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me that herb, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim in thee.
I remember! I'll put a girdle around the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she sleeps, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. Then, the next thing she waking looks upon, she shall pursue with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, which I can take with another herb, I will make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I'm invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? Thou toldst me they were stolen unto this wood. I have abode within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant. Since you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or do I not, in plainest terms, tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
Even for that do I love you the more.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirits, for I am sick when I do look on you.
When I look not on you.
You do compete your modesty too much, to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I believe I am not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company when you, in my respect, are all the world. Then how can it be said that I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll not stay thy questions. Let me go. I'll run from thee and leave thee to the mercy of the wild beasts. Or if thou dost follow me, do not believe, but I will do thee mischief in the wood.
I in the temple, in the town, the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius! Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. Oh, I'll follow thee and make heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well!
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love.
This flower smells so good.
Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Hi. There it is.
Well, I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where ox slips and the nodding violet grows. There sleeps Titania sometime of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. The juice of this I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove a sweet Athenian lady's in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it so the next thing he espies might be the lady. You will know him by the Athenian garments he hath on. Affect it with some care that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. Look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord. Your servant shall do so.
Come now, a roundel and a fairy song. Sing me now to sleep and let me rest. You spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs be not seen. Newts and blind ones do no wrong, come not near our fairy queen. Fill a bell with melody, sing in our sweet
thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. In thy eye that shall appear when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak troth, I forgot our way. We'll rest us here if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Do so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
Ha! One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one trough.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's confidence. I mean, my heart under yours stands, so that but one heart we can. Then by your side, no bedroom we deny, for lying still in her. I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now must beshrew my manners and my pride if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. So, good friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty, so far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love never alter till thy sweet life ends.
Amen. Amen. To that fair prayer say I. And then end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest I have gone, but Athenian found I none. On whose eyes might I approve this flower's force in stirring love? Night and silence! Who is here? Weeds of apathy doth wear. This is he, my master said! Despise the Athenian maid. Yet hear the maiden. Sleep sound on the dank and dirty ground. Churl upon thy eyes I throw, all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid, sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So wake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Hey, no, don't kill me, sweet Demetrius!
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Wilt thou, darkling, leave me? Do not so!
Stay! On my peril, I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Who is here? Lysander on the ground. Dead or asleep. I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake!
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake! Transparent Helena, nature shows art, that through thy bosom lets me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word. A vile thing to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander. Say not so. What though he love your Hermia? Lord, what though? Though your Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No. I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who would not change a raven for a dog? A man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid. Things growing are not ripe until their season, and I being young, till now not ripe for reason, and touching now the point of human skill, reason becomes a marshal to my will, and leads me to your arms, where I overlook love stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough, young man, that I did never know, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' side, but you must flout my insufficiency? Oh, so fare you well. Oh, perforce I must confess, I thought you Lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused should of another
up, Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there. And never mayst come Lysander there. For a servant of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. Or as time and heresies they do leave, are hated most by those they did deceive. So that my servant and my heresy of all be hated, but the most by me. And all my powers address your love and might to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me! Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast! Me, for pity. What a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Lysander? What? Removed? Lysander? Lord? What? Not appearing, gone? No sound, no word. Alack! Alack, where are you? Speak! And if you hear, speak of all loves! I swoon almost with fear! No? Then I will perceive you all not nigh. Either death or you, I'll find immediately.
This is a marvelous place to curse.
Madam Quince,
What sayest thou, bully bottom?
there are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that shall never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed, and, for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus at all, but Bottom, the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we shall have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No, make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Well, it shall be so, but there are 2 hard things. That is, we must bring the moonlight into the chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, as you know, meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we play our play?
Aye? Or else, one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lantern and say he comes to disfigure or present the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, to speak through the chink in a wall.
You could never bring in, like, a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some loam or some plaster or some rough cast about him to signify wall, and let him hold his fingers thus-ish, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, sit you down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into that break, and so everyone according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What? A play toward? I'll be an auditor. And perhaps an actor, if I see cause.
Pyramus, you begin. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savors sweet.
Odors, odors.
Odors, savors, sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus e'er played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, marry, must you, for you must understand he goes but to see a noise that he heard and is to come again.
Radiant Pyramus like rose on triumphant briar, as truest horse, that yet would never tire.
Tire.
I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninus tomb.
Ever.
Man, thou must not speak that yet, that you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is past. It is never tire.
Oh, as truest horse, that yet would never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange! We are haunted! Pray, masters! My master!
Anyone else see that?
Why do they run away? This is a knavery of them to make me afeard. Oh, bottom!
Thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an asset of your own, do you?
Bless thee, bottom, bless thee! Thou art translated!
Well, I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to fright me if they could. But I will not stir from this place, do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing that they shall hear I'm not afeard. You so cock, so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren with little crew.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the playing song cuckoo gray, whose note full many a man doth mark, though he dares not answer nay.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. My ear is much enamored of thy note, and thy eye enthralled at thy shape. Thy fair virtues force perforce doth move me upon first view to say, to swear I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. Oh, the more pity that some honest friend will not make them neighbors. Nay, I can gleek upon occasion.
Oh, thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Oh, not so neither! But if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I have enough to discern mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou will or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I will get thee fairies to attend thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep and sing while thou on pressed flowers do sleep. And I will purge thy mortal so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peace blossom, cobweb, moth, mustard seed. Ready?
And I.
Whither shall we go? Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with green figs, purple plums, and mustard seeds. And for night tapers crop his waxen thighs and place them in his fiery glowworm's eyes to see my love to bed and to arise. Pluck the wings from painted butterflies and fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, do him courtesies. Hail, mortal.
Hail.
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
Good master, Cobweb. I know your patient. I shall desire you more acquaintance. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman?
Peas Blossom.
Oh, I pray you, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and to Master Peascod, your father. Master Peas Blossom, I shall desire you more acquaintance too. Your name, I beseech you, sir.
Mustard Seed.
Oh, good master, Mustard Seed. I know your patience well. That same giant, cowardly like ox beef hath devoured many a gentleman of your house. I promise you, your kindred had made my eyes water ere now.
Come, wait upon him. Lead him to my bower. The moon,
Whoa.
methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps
Whoa.
every little flower. Tie up my love's tongue. Bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awake. Then, wonder what next it came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress, with a monster, is in love. Near her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals, that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. And the shallowest thick skin of that barren sort whom Pyramus presented in their sport forsook his scene and entered in a break, when I did him at this advantage take. An ass's gnaw I fixed on his head, and on his thisbe must be answered, and forth my mimic comes. They him spy, as wild geese at the creeping fowler eye, sever themselves, and madly sweep the sky, so at his sight, away his fellows fly! And here at our stamp, here o'er and o'er one falls. He murder cries and help from Athens calls. Their sense thus weak, lost in their fears thus strong, made senseless things begin to do them wrong. For briars and thorns at their apparel snatch, the sleeves, hats, at yielders all things catch. I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus, translated there. So in that moment when it came to pass, Titania waked, and straightway loved an ass.
Oh, this falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side, so that when he waked, of course she must be eyed.
Oh, stand close, this is the same Athenian.
If this be the woman, but this not the man.
Why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now, I but chide, but I should use thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being our shoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true into the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? I'll believe as soon the whole earth may be bored, and the moon may through the center creep, and so displease her brother's noontide with antipodes. It cannot be, but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart of your stern cruelty. But you, murderer, look as bright and as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Oh, Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Dog, out, cur, thou fightest, bound the maiden's patience! Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth, never be numbered among men. Oh, once thou true, tell it true, even for my sake. Durst thou have looked upon him, being awake, and hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch! Could not a worm, an adder do so much? Adder did it for with double tongue, and thine, thou serpent, never adder stung!
Hey, you waste your passions on a misprized move! I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
Pray thee then tell me that he is well.
And if I could, what would I get there for?
A privilege never to see me more. my hated presence. Part myself! Seems no more whether he be dead or no!
Please, stop being a rich ass. There's no sense following her in this fierce vein. Give her therefore for a while out with me. For sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow, for death that bankrupt sleep doth sorrow. So for some slight measure here it will pay, if force tender here I make some.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Of thy misprision must perforce ensue a true love turn and not a false turn true.
Then fate rules that one man holding trough, a million fail confounding oak on oak.
About the wood, go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens seek thou find. All fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love to cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion, see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear. Right now?
Okay, I go. Look how I go. Swifter than the arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our merry band! Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we in their fond pageant see? Oh Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand away, the noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then we'll to it once we'll one. That needs be scorn alone. These things do best please me that befall so preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn? Oh, scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep. And these vows so important that are to the altar of appearance. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the patch of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh, devilish, holy pray, these vows are Hermia's. Will you give her or? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. These vows to her and me put into two scales will even weigh, and both as light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind now you give her or.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helena, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine, to what my love shall I compare thine eye? The pure congealed white-eyed Taurus snow fanned by the eastern wind turns to crow, and thou holdst up thy hand. Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure wine, this.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell, I see you are all meant to set against me for your merriment! If you were men, as men you are, and show you would not use a gentle lady so to bow and swear and super praise my parts, when I'm sure you hate me with your hearts. You are both rivals and love Hermia, now both rivals to mock Helena, a trim exploit, a manly enterprise to conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes. With your derision, none of noble sorts would so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you sport!
Demetrius, you are unkind. Me not so, for you love Hermia. This you know I know, and now with all goodwill and all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you up my part. And yours to Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will not. For if e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her was as guest wife sojourned, and now to Helena is home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so!
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know, for if thou bear it, thou obey it dear. Oh, look, here comes thy love. Yonder is thy dear.
Oh, why didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay, whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him by. Fair Helena, whom Aron gilds the night. Then all you fiery O's and eyes of light, why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear for thee made me leave thee so?
Speak not as you think. You cannot. Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I see they have all conjoined all three to fashion this false sport against me. Oh, injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul
no more than she compel. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life I do. And I swear by that which I will lose for thee, to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love you more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw, and prove it too.
Quick, come!
Where to? Tends all this.
Away, you churlish wench.
Nay, no, he'll seem to break loose, take on as you would follow, and then come not. You're a tame man. Go.
Ain't off, thou cat, thou burr, thou vile thing. Let loose before I shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why hast thou grown so rude? What change is this, sweet love?
Thy love? Out, tawny tiger, out! Out, loathed medicine, hated potion hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, so do you.
Demetrius, I'll keep my word with thee.
I would have had your bond. For I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her? Strike her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I will not harm her so!
What can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? What news, sweet love? Am not I, Hermia? Are not you, Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me. Since night you left me. Why? Then you left me, oh, the gods forbid, in earnest, shall I say?
Aye. By my life, I never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, beyond of hope, of question, of doubt, be certain nothing sure. 'Tis no jest, that I do hate thee, and love Helena.
You thief of love! Have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit! You puppet, you!
Puppet? Why, so? Aye, that way goes the game. I well perceive. She hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her height she hath prevailed with him. And have you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak. How low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach into thine eyes! Oh, I pray you, though you horseman gentlemen, let her not hurt me! I was never cursed! Oh, I have no gift of shrewishness at all! I am sorry for my cowardice! Let her not hurt me! You may think that because she is something lower than myself, that I can match her! Lower? Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me! I evermore did love you, Hermia, never wronged you, did ever keep your counsels. Save that. In love unto Demetrius, I told him of your stealth unto this wood. You what? I followed him. For love he followed you, but he hath chid me hence, and threatened me to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. So now you will let me quiet go. You see how simple and fond I am. Get you gone. Who is it that hinders you? A foolish heart that I leave here behind. What, with Lysander? With Demetrius?
Be not afraid. She shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part. Okay?
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again, nothing but woe and little. Will you suffer her to flood me thus? Let me come in!
Get you gone, you dwarf! You minimus! You hindering knot of grass maid! You bead! You acorn!
You are too officious on her behalf and scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part, for if you intend to show so little of love to her, thou shalt obey.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow, nay, I'll go with thee. Cheek by jowl.
You, mistress,
not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine may be quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away. I am amazed and know not what to say!
This is thy negligence! Still thou mistakest! Or else committest thy knaveries willfully.
No. Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me that I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise, for I have anointed in Athenian's eyes. And in so, I am glad so did sort, for in their jangling I esteem a sport. Don't hurt me.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie therefore, Robin, overcast the night. The starry welkin cover thou anon with drooping fog as black as Acheron. Lead these testy rivals so astray, as one not come within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometime frame thy tongue and stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong. Sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and look thou lead them thus, till our brow death, counterfeiting sleep, leaden legs and fatty wings doth creep, and crush this herb to Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath a virtuous property, to take from thence all air with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next awake, all this derision will seem a dream and fruitless vision. And back to Athens shall the lovers win with league whose date till death shall never end. Whiles I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy. Then I will her charmed eye release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down, for I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, pal Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then, to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again! Thou coward, thou runaway? Hast thou fled? What, in some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, thou art bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou lookest for wars and wilt come not? Come, recreant, come thou child, I'll whip thee with a rod. He is defiled that draws a sword on thee.
Yea, where art thou now?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me, and still dares me on. When I come when he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster he did fly. Then fallen am I in dark uneven way, and here will rest me. Oh, come thou gentle day, for if but once thou show me thy gray light, I'll find Demetrius, and revenge this spite.
Ho, 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 coward! Why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest. I wot thou runnest before me, shifting every place, but thou canst stand before me and look me in the face. Now where hast thou gone?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay, thou mockest me. Thou shalt buy this deer if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Vagueness constraineth me to measure out my length in this cold bed. By day's approach, look to be visited.
Oh, where night of long and tedious night, await thy hour. Shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight. From these that my poor company do detest. And sleep, that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye. Steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but three? Come one more. Two of both kinds make up four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
dabbled with dew, torn with briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till break of day. Heaven, shield Lysander if they meet a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I will apply to your eye gentle lover remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known, every man should take his own. In your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill. The man will have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Come, sit thee down upon my flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair, large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready?
Monsieur Cobweb, good monsieur. Get you your weapons in hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on top of a thistle. And good monsieur, bring me the honey back. Do not fret yourself too much in the action, monsieur. And good monsieur, have a care the honey bag break not. I would be loath to have you overflown with a honey bag, seigneur. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready?
Oh, Monsieur Mustard Seed, I pray you, give me your knee. Leave your courtesy, good monsieur.
What's your will?
Nothing, good monsieur, but to help cavalry moth to scratch. I must to the barbers, for methinks I am marvelous hairy about the base, and I'm such a tender ass, if my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
What will thou have some music, my sweet love?
Oh, I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongues and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what dost thou desire to eat?
Truly, a peck of provender. Oh, I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy who shall seek thee a squirrel's hoard and get thee new nuts.
Oh, I'd rather have a handful or two of dried peas. But I pray you, let none of your people stir me, for I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Well, then thou shalt sleep, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, be always away. Oh, how I love thee. Oh, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I begin to pity. For, meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors from this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her. For she his hairy temples did round with a cornhead of fresh and fragrant flowers. That same dew, which is sometime on the bud to want to swell like round and orient pearls, stood now in the pretty flower's eyes like tears. To their own disgrace be well. When I had it my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild turn begged my patience, I then did ask of her changeling child, which strait she gave me. Her fairy sent him to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I had the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And, gentle pup, take this transformed scalp off the head of this Athenian swain, that, awaking when the others do, may all back to Athens again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I'll release the fairy queen. Be as thou was wont to be, see as thou was wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower has such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
Oh,
Silence a while. Robin, take off his head. Titania, music call and strike more dead than common sleep of these 5 to 6.
Music! Oh, music, such that charmeth sleep.
When thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound music! Come, my queen, take hands with me and rock the ground where these sleepers be. Now thy and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity. There shall the pair of faithful lovers be wed, and Theseus all in jollity.
Oh, Fairy King! Attend and mark, where I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silent sad trip we after the night shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
Go, one of you. Find out the forest. For now our observation is performed. Since we have the wayward of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds. One couple in the western valley, let them go. We will, fair queen, up to the mountain's top, and mark the musical confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in the wood of Crete they bayed the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding. Every region near seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard such musical discord. Oh, it was sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind. So flute, so sanded, and their heads are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew. Crook-legged and dual-lapped like Thessalian bulls, slow in pursuit, but matched in mouth like bells. Each under each, a cry more tunable was never hollered to, nor cheered in horn, in Crete, in Sparta, nor in Thessaly. Judge when you hear. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. And this Lysander. And this Demetrius is. And this Helena. Old Nader's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent came here in grace of our solemnity. But speak, Egeus. Is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these wood birds, but to couple now.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world, that hatred is so far from jealousy to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly. Half asleep, half waking. But as yet I cannot truly say how we came here. But as I think, or truly what I speak, and yet it bethinks me, so it is. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might without the peril of Athenian law.
Enough! Enough, my lord! You have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away. They would, Demetrius, thereby defeating both you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My good lord, fair Helena told me of their stealth for this time purpose hither into this wood. I, in fury, hither followed them, Helena in fancy following me. But my good lord, I would not by what power. By some power it is. My love to Hermia, melted as the snow seems to me now, like the remembrance of some idle god with which in my childhood I did totem on. But now all the faith, the virtue of my heart, and the object of the pleasure of mine eye is only Helena. My good lord, to her I was betrothed ere I saw Hermia, and as the sickness did I grow to loathe this food, but in natural health have I come to my natural taste. Now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and forevermore be true.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more shall hear anon. Egeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. And now for the morning is something born. Our purposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and indistinguishable.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye when everything seems double. So methinks I have found Demetrius like a jewel mine own, and not mine own.
But it seems to me that we are still asleep. Are we not asleep? Do we dream? Did we not see the Duke? Did he not bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Well, then we are awake. Let's follow him, and by the way, let's recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me. I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hey ho. Madam Quince. Flute the bellows mender. Snout the tinker. Starveling! God's my life stolen hence and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I've had a dream. Pass the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if you will go about to expound this dream. Methought I was. There's no man can tell what. Methought I was. Methought I had. But man is but a patch fool if you offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen, man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will have Madam Quince write a ballad of my dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom, and I will sing it at the latter end of a play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at Thisbe's death!
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of out of doubt. He is transported.
He comes not, and the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
No. He had simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
Yea, and the best person, too. He is the very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Yeah, Master. Duke is coming from the temple, and there are 2 or 3 lords and ladies were married. If our sport had gone forward, we'd all been made rich.
Oh, sweet bully bottom. Thus hath he lost 6 pence a day in his life. For had the Duke had not paid him 6 pence a day for playing Pyramus, I'd be hanged. And he would have deserved it. 6 pence a day in Pyramus, or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Bottom! Oh, most courageous day, oh, most happy hour!
Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not what, for if I tell you, I'm no true Athenian.
What does that mean, man?
No, I will tell you everything right as it fell out.
Let us hear sweet Bottom.
Not a word of me. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined. Get your apparel together and meet presently at the palace. For the short and long is...
Yes.
What?
Our play is preferred. In any case, let Thisbe have clean linen. And let not her that plays the lion paw her nails, for they are to hang out for the lion's claws. And most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath. And I do not doubt but to hear them say, it is a sweet comedy. No more words! Away! Go away!
Bottom, you're really fast, man.
Director.
"'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold. That is the madman. The lover, always frantic, sees Helen's beauty in a brow of Egypt. The poet's eye, in fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, and from earth to heaven, and as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to shapes, and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name. Such tricks hath strong imagination, that if it would but apprehend some joy, it comprehends some bringer of that joy. Or if it be night, imagining some fear, how easy is a bush supposed a bear.
And all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesses than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Ah, here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy in days of fresh love, accompany your hearts.
More than to us. Wait in your royal walks. You're born. You're dead.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of the torturing hour? Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What mask? What music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
Play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play, which makes it tedious. For in all the play there is not one word apt, one player fitted. And tragical, my noble lord, it is, for Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water. But more merry tears the passion of loud laughter never shed.
Why, we will hear it.
No, my lord, it is not for you, for I have heard it over. It is nothing, nothing in the world, unless you can find sport in their intents, extremely stretched, and pawned with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go bring them in. And take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness o'ercharged, and duty in his service rendered.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this town.
The kind are we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes it in might, not merit. Where I have come, great clerks have purposed to greet me with premeditated welcomes, for I have seen them shiver and look pale, make periods in the midst of sentences, throttle their practiced accent in their fears, and in conclusion, dumbly, have broke off, not paying me a welcome. Trust me, my sweet. Out of this silence, yet I picked a welcome, and in the fearful duty of modesty, I reach more than in the saucy and audacious tongue of eloquence. Love, therefore, and tongue-tied simplicity, in least speak most, to my capacity.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let her approach.
If we offend, it is with our good will that you should think. We come not to offend, but with good will to show our simple skill. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to contest you. Our true intent is all for your delight. We are not here that you should here repent. You, the actors, are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This woman doth not stand upon points.
She hath writ her prologue like a rough colt. She knows not to stop. A good moral, my lord. It is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, she had played on her prologue like a child on a recorder, a sound, but not in government.
Her speech was like a tangled chain. Nothing impaired but disorder. Who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show. Wonder on. The truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you know. This beauteous lady, Thisbe, is certain. This man with lime and rough cast off present wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder. And through walls chink, poor souls they are content to whisper, 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 at the which let no man wonder. This man with lantern, dog, and bush of thorn, presented moonshine, for if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb. There, to woo this grisly beast, which Lionheart by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night, did scare her away, or rather did affright, and as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which Lion vied with a bloody modded stain, anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, where it, with blade, the bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling ready blast, and Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died.
Again?
For all the rest that lie in moonshine, wallen lovers twain, at large discourse while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord. One lion may when many asses do.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, one Snout by name, present a wall. And such a wall as I'd have you think had within it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers Papyrus and Frisbee.
Pyramus and Thisbe.
Yeah, Pyramus and Thisbe did often whisper very secretly. This loam, rough cast, and stone doth show I am that same wall. The truth is so. And thus the cranny is both right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Whisper, whisper, whisper.
Would you desire Lyman Hare to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition that ever I heard speak, my lord.
But Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence!
O grim-looked night, O night with you so black, O night, whichever art, when day is not. O night, alack, 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 I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet and lovely wall, that standest between her father's ground and mine, O wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall, Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see, O wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
Son of a... No! In truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is a Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall. You shall see it will fall pat as I told you. Yonder she comes.
Shut up, man. O wall, full often hast thou heard my moans, parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with Lyman Hare knit up in me.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe?
My love thou art, my love, think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lysander, am I trusty still.
And I, like Helen, till the fates me kill.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, and not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet
Ninus too.
Ninny's tomb meet me straight away?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged so, and being done, wall away doth go.
Now is the mural down between the two neighbors?
No remedy, my love, when walls are so willful to hear without warning.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse, if imagination amend them.
Then it must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
We imagine no worse of them than they of themselves. They may pass for excellent men. Here come two noble beasts in, a man and a lion.
See, my love.
The lion was a very fox for its valor.
True, and a goose for his discretion.
Not so, my lord, for his valor cannot carry his discretion, and the fox carries the goose.
His discretion, I am sure, cannot carry his valor, for the goose carries not the fox. It is well. Leave it to his discretion, and let us listen to the moon.
This lantern doth the horned moon present it. You should have worn the horns on his head.
He is no crescent, and his horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lantern doth the horn moon present. Myself the man in the moon do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put into the lantern. How is it else the man in the moon?
It's a metaphor.
Yeah, I can't fit, man.
She dares not come for... He dares not come for the candle, for it's already in snuff.
I am aweary of this moon. What he would change.
It appears, by the light of his small discretion, that he is in the wane, but yet in courtesy, in all reason, we must stay the time.
Proceed, moon.
All that I have to tell you is to say that the lantern is the moon.
Deep man.
I, the man in the moon.
Goo-goo-goo-choo.
This thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog. This is my dog. Yeah.
Why, all these should be in the lanthorn, for all these are in the moon.
But it's small.
But silence, here comes Thisbe.
Here is old Ninny's tomb.
Kindness too.
Whatever. But where is my love?
Well, Lord Lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown, moon. Truly the moon shines in a good way.
Namaste.
Well moused, lion.
And so the lion vanished?
And then came Pyramus.
Now we're the girl.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright.
Hey, no problem, man.
For by thy gracious golden glittering gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe's sight. But stay, O spite, but mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here. Eyes, do you see? How can it be? O dainty duck, O dear, thy mantle good? What stain with blood? Approach, ye furies fell, O fates, come, come, cut thread and thrum, quail, crush, conclude, and quell!
This passion, and the death of a dear friend, would go near to make a man look sad.
Be sure my heart, but I pity the man.
O wherefore nature didst thou lions frame, since lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which is, no, which was the fairest dame, that lived, that loved, that looked, that liked with cheer. Come, tears confound, out, sword and wound, the pap of Pyramus. Aye, the left pap, where the heart did hop.
North wall.
Thus die I, thus, now am I dead. Now am I fled, my soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light, moon, take thy flight.
That way?
Get off!
Yeah.
Now, die! Die! Die!
No die, but an ace for him, for he is but one.
Less than an ace, man. He's dead, he's nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover and prove an ass.
How chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover?
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
A moat will turn the balance, which Pyramus, which Thisbe for the better. He for a man, God bless us, and she for a woman. God warrant us.
She hath spied him already with those sweet eyes.
And thus she means speedily chat.
Asleep, my love? What, dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak, quite dumb. Dead, a tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. Lovers make moan! Thank you. Oh, sisters three, come to me, with hands pale as milk. Lay them in gore, since you have shore, with shears this thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. I got it. Come, blade, my breast imbue. And farewell, friends. Thus Thisbe ends. Adieu. Adieu. Adieu.
Oh, son of a... Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and Wall, too.
No! I assure you, the wall is down that parted their fathers. Will it please you to see the epilogue?
No epilogue, I pray you. For your play needs no excuse. Never excuse, for when the players are all dead, there needs none to be blamed. Marry, if he that rid it had played Pyramus and hanged himself in Thisbe's garter, it would have been a fine tragedy, and so it is truly, and very notably discharged.
Go. Get out. I'm done with this. I shouldn't have cast any. Go.
Crank. Come on, man.
The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers to bed. 'Tis almost fairy time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn as much as we this night have overwatched. This palpable, gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends, to bed. A fortnight hold we this solemnity in nightly revels and new jollity.
And now, the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behows the moon, whilst the heavy plowman snores. All with weary task fordone. And now it is the time of night, and the graves all gaping wide. Everyone lets forth his sprite in the churchway paths to glide. And we fairies do run by the triple Hecate's team, from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream. Now on frolic, not a mouse, shall disturb this hallowed house. Wait a minute. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house give glimmering light by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hops as light as bird from briar.
Through this house till break of day, through this house each fairy stray, to the best bride bed will be, which by us will blessed be, and the issue there create ever shall be fortunate.
With this field do consecrate, let every fairy take his gate, and each several chambers blessed through this house, with sweet peace, and the owner of it blessed, ever shall in safety rest. Trip away! Make no stay! Meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, stick but this, and all is mended. If you have but slumbered here, whilst these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme no more yielding but a dream, gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend, as I am an honest puck, if we had unearned luck. And now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, or else the puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands, if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.